This video will discuss the changes that have been introduced in version 1.3 of VoIP Detective. VoIP Detective is the easiest to use call record and CDR reporting system available for Cisco Call Manager. VoIP Detective offers both a paid and a free version and can fit any size organization. Having been in development for several years now, the latest version of VoIP Detective brings a host of bug fixes and new features that are sure to make getting call information from your Cisco Call Manager a breeze. As you can see, there have been a number of bug fixes in this version. Many of these involve making VoIP Detective more compatible for international clients who do not use the North American numbering plan. Thanks to these changes, people in Europe and other countries can more accurately classify phone calls, as well as sync VoIP Detective with Call Manager in order to pull across end-user data. While bug fixes are good, what most of us are here for is the new features. So let's get to the good stuff. There have been a host of new features and general tweaks added to this version of VoIP Detective. This video would get too long to go through each one of these changes, so I'd like to just touch upon a few that I feel are the most important. I'd like to start by talking about one of our most requested features, the ability to schedule a team summary report. Previously, you could schedule a team report to be sent to a manager at any interval they wanted. However, this report will contain a detailed list of all calls made. While this isn't necessarily bad, many of our managers wanted summary numbers. For example, Tom made 10 outbound calls and Jill made 23. Now, the team report can be exported or scheduled with just summary information. To see how we do that, we will go to Track Calls, Team Search. We're going to choose our manager, Cersei Lannister, and we'll look at calls for today. When we search, we can see calls that were made today, and we now have the option to export detailed data, each individual call record, or we can export summary data. Which is just what we see on the screen before. This report can be ran ad hoc or can be scheduled. Another change to the team report is the ability to break the report out into daily numbers. Instead of getting only summary data for the week, you can break that data into day-by-day increments. This makes it very easy to compare calls by your team across various days. For example, how many calls were made on Monday versus Tuesday. To run that report, we're going to go back to Track Calls, Team Search. Let's look at Cersei's calls once again for the previous week. However, this time, I'm going to check this box, Group Daily Totals by day, and hit Search. Here we can see the summary data in blue and the daily data for each person. One small change that has been implemented is how we display durations. Previously, duration of a call was listed only in seconds. For example, a call would last 215 seconds. Now in version 1.3, we've made this more user-friendly, breaking it out into minutes and seconds and hours where applicable. Another request was that administrators be allowed to search by mask. This means that you can replace characters in an extension or phone number with X's. This is useful if you want to search across a range of numbers. For example, if everyone in your Atlanta office has extensions that start with 42, you can search for 42XXX. This will return all calls in that range. This search works on admin, all calls, inbound, and outbound. So to run that, we'll just go to the inbound call search And as you see here, we can search for 42XXX for this month. And this is going to give us everything relating to 42XXX extensions. There have been a number of changes to the busy hour search, so let's take a look. This report was designed to break a day into 1-hour increments and report on calls made and received within that time. This is a fantastic report for assisting with scheduling of call center agents and attendance. To run this report, we enter the number we're interested in, we enter a time period, and we go. You can see this day is broken out into 1-hour increments. We'll see total calls, we'll see answered, we'll see calls that went to voicemail and abandoned. And new in version 1.3 is this graph that breaks everything down visually. Makes it quite easy to see when you have missed calls and when calls have gone to voicemail. We can exclude items from the graph by clicking on them. And we can export this. We can also schedule this report to be run automatically and sent to your email. As you can tell, we've been hard at work upgrading and improving VoIP Detective. We aim to make this the most feature-rich, yet easy to use call reporting solution available for users of Cisco Call Manager. If you use VoIP Detective, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. This will ensure that you're notified of new releases and instructional videos. As always, if you have ideas for new features, please be sure to let us know. We love customer feedback. Thank you.